Hey Hornets, I just want to take you through some features that are on your Google Classroom. Some of you may be on an iPad now, and the features might be looking a little different than when they will in the Chromebook. You're getting more of a Chromebook view right now than what you would see if you had your iPad or if you're looking on the phone. But just bear with us, we'll all have Chromebooks here soon. So I'm viewing a student's Google Classroom right now, and they have enrolled in everything. Looks like. So I just want to take you a tour. You'll have a to-do list up here, and all your assignments that are coming up will be there. Anything that doesn't have a due date will be at the top. Anything that has due dates will be at the bottom. All right. Go back. You also have a link to your Google Calendar, and you'll see all your assignments and whatnot that is due, or any events that are coming up there. I suggest using that as often as possible. And also having a paper calendar just to write things down. So I'm going to go in my class here. You'll see each teacher kind of names. Each one's different. Here's mine. In my stream, I keep announcements and our planner and learning targets. When you are ready to go to your Google Meet, my 5th period is my first group in the morning. So you guys will be logging in there through this Meet link, and this is where you'll go to for that. Your classwork is where you'll spend most of your time. It's the new feature, and we have a similar link to this where we can see your work, apart from like certain assignments where we see everybody's assignment, everybody that turned in that certain assignment. This allows us to see just your work, and this also allows you just to see your work. You can also get the Google Meet here, your Google Calendar, and your Class Drive folder that you may not use that often. But you'll see your assignments here. Anything with a little bookmark on it, these are materials. Anything with a clipboard are going to be assignments. You also have some questions. There might be one for a Google form. There's different symbols for different type of materials or assignments that we give you guys. So let's say, for example, you're working on this assignment. If you see, I have created this and I made it where it gave you guys each a copy of this, which is pretty unique, and that's why it'll have your name. If you have to add something to this assignment, you would click Add or Create. Let's say you needed to add a picture to this. It puts the assignment name with it. If you do it this way, you can also attach things from your Google Drive here. So if you were creating something new for the very first time and you wanted to be attached, you would go and you would say, go down here to Drawings. If you were attaching something you had previously made or a photo, you would go to File, maybe a link to a video, or your Google Drive. But I highly encourage you, if you're having to start from scratch, go ahead and create new, and that way it links it to the assignment name. When you are finished, you will click Turn In. When you do this, it takes away your editing rights and allows us to do and return that back to you. Once you return that, or once we return that, you actually get your editing rights back so you can make changes if you need to. There's 2 different types of comments you can make. If you make a class comment, maybe it's a question you think others might have. Other people in your class will see this. It needs to be productive. If you're putting hi or what's your favorite color on here, we're probably going to mute you. Private comments only come to your teachers. Now, if you look, most of your classes have a couple teachers on there. Mr. Anderson, Miss Sanders are in those. Mr. Beaver is in one of mine because we're teaching that class kind of together, especially if we come back in person. And those teachers will see those comments. All right. And go back to your classwork page. At least I think I'm going to. Okay. Back to classwork. You also have different topics, so I try to organize things. So we'll be using, let me pause this real quick, and I'll come back to you guys. All right, sorry about that. These materials will be here all year. Maybe you need to go back and see your Google login information, campus portal. There's a few other things I need to put in here. Just good things reference-wise. But this will grow. Some teachers organize their announcements and things a little differently. I like to number my assignments so you know what to do next. Like if we did 100, then the next thing you would do is 101. If there is materials that go along with an assignment, you'll find those in that cluster as well. So sometimes you might have to look for that. There's also a people tab. Just lets you know who your classmates are. And once you get grades, you'll have a grade tab that pops up. So that will not be there until you actually get some grades, I do believe. And that's going to go in with your Infinite Campus. But that's just a rundown here on Google Classroom, what it kind of looks like. You guys saw it last year, but we're going to have to depend on it a lot this year. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.